Okay, so we've created the teams, we've printed the scorecards, T-sheets, cart signs, all that good stuff. There's one really important thing that we need to do, and this is to put in the cash payout amounts for all of the tournament games that we're playing. So we save this to last because it really happens after everything else has occurred. So we go into Golf Genius and we go here, we get ourselves to the dashboard and we click on rounds and we're looking this week at January 8th at Riverwalk. Okay, we go back to the tournaments. Remember, in a previous video we set up the various tournaments that we want to play, and we want to now here they are, and we want to make sure that the cash payouts are correct. So we'll look at skins first, and this is really quick and easy. We pay $2 per skin here. And so we just look here under the payout and it has the purse. We make sure it says $2. We save it and that is set. Next thing we do is we'll look at, let's say, the team game. Okay. And we click on that and that brings us to the game. Okay. Couple things we need to do here. This is where we're going to put in the amount we pay out for the team, the full team, for first, second, and third place. Now, you remember when I sent you the instructions, I also sent you a spreadsheet for payouts. And let's take a second and see what the payouts look like. Okay. The yellow box here, this is basically saying where are we going with the $15 that the member puts in. Okay, 40% of it, or $6, goes into this team competition. So we're gonna deal with that. The other $9, by the way, goes into a combination of the individual, the skins game, and the closest to the pin. Okay, this is not necessarily exact amounts. Basically, $5.50 goes to the individual competitions. Per this table B, we'll go there in a second. $2 goes to skins, and for the group, which is usually going to be $40. $20 for the forward tees, $20 for the standard tees, goes to the closest to the pins. But right now, what I said we want to look at first is the team. Okay, so if you see here, I've got three green tabs here on this spreadsheet. And so we're going to go to tab B, I'm sorry, tab A, which is the team when we're also playing individuals. And this brings you to this spreadsheet and we look up the number of players. So this week we know we have 34 players playing at Riverwalk. Okay. And it tells me that that we're going to pay out $102 for first place, $61 for second place, and $41 for third place. Again, that's for the team. Um, if you were to want to do the math, if we took 34 players times $15, $4 or the $6 of that winds up being $204. So it's 102, 61, and 41. So we go back to Golf Genius here and we see that's what we've put in. $102 for first, 61 for second, and 41. And we see that that total is $204. While we're here also, we need to make sure that the thing is going to award season points. So we come over here to the season points area and we see there's nothing here. There are no awards yet telling us that we need to do this. So we would click on new award and the it's the President's Cup points. And we simply click this box that says 2025 President's Cup standings. We save it. We now see that it's got that in there. So that's covered. So for the team game, we've got the dollars. We've awarded the points. And so we say save. And now it's time to do the individual. And the individual is a little more complicated, but we can do this. Again, if we go back to the spreadsheet, now we're going to go to table B, which is the individuals. Okay. Now, remember, we have 34 players, but some of the players are in flight 1, flight 2, flight 3. And you remember in a previous video, we showed you how to establish the flights. So I know that our flights for this week, we have 12 players are in flight 1, 11 players are in flight 2, and 11 are in flight 3. So if I look and I say for flight 1, the payoff is going to be 33, 20, and 13. 33, 20. I'm writing it down for myself. And for the other two, where we have 11 players, it's going to be 30, 18, and 12. 30, 18, and 12. Great. So now we're going to go back to the Golf Genius, and we're going to click on the individual game. So now we want to look at the payout, and because we're doing different flights, we're going to click on this box here that says points and purse for divisions and flights. Okay. And guess what? I did this one already. So we're going to look at this. So it has here where we could choose flight 1, 2, or 3. So we're in flight 1, and that's the one with 12 players. So we put in 33, 20, and 13. Then we were to go to flight 2, and we'd put in 30, 18, and 12. And flight 3, we would do the same thing, 30, 18, and 12. And we say continue. Okay, now you'll notice there are no dollars here in first, second, and third because we did that here. However, if you get to the total, it shows you that there are $186 in there, which is the amount that we'd be looking for. Essentially, it's $5.50 per player times 34 players. Okay. Once again, before we leave this, we want to do the award. So we click on New Award, and we're going to say for flights 1, 2, and 3, okay, we're going to award President's Cup standings, and we say save. Okay, and we click save again here, and it brings us back. And that's how we do it for a normal week, again, when we're playing with these types of team games. Now, what happens if it's a week where we're doing a team scramble? So if we go back to the payout spreadsheet, let's go back to the overview for a second. We already looked at the yellow box. That's the regular standard weekly tournaments that we do now. But there's a green box with the four-man scramble tournament. And things are a little different. Um, on this one here, the skins goes to $3 a person. We don't have an individual game, so really the remaining money goes into the team competition. And for this, we're going to go to Table C, which has the payouts for the team scramble. And on this one here, we go back to this particular week. Since we're not doing it, we won't be putting in, but it shows what happens. So for 34 players, we'd be collecting $510. We're assuming 80 of that is going to go to closest to the pin. At the $3 each, $102 would go to skins. That leaves $328. And that is going to go, we're going to pay out 4 teams here. And so we would be doing first place 131, 98, 66, and 33. And so if we were back, and I'm not going to do this right now, but if we were back in Golf Genius and we clicked on the team game here, for this one, we would pay off first, second, third, and fourth. And again, that is the payment amount for each of the people on the team. And that's pretty much how we do it. I hope this answers your questions, and have fun with it.